We're back. My son rang me. Woo! So yeah, I didn't tell you. I'm so unlucky with cars. My son's got a new car, yeah? And let these people walk past. So, £400 bill. They can't do it till next Wednesday on his new Volkswagen Golf. Obviously a second-hand car. Come on. I tell you, I'm so unlucky with cars. So unlucky. Come over. Savor it. So in the olden days, before my Elvis channel, I would do it myself. I just don't want to anymore. I don't want to. This is what's changed in my life. I don't want to sit outside my house for days working on cars, freezing. You always end up hurting yourself, scratching yourself, cutting yourself, banging yourself. It's pretty. Working on cars can be pretty treacherous. I don't have that. What's the word? That yearning to work on cars anymore, because you know, luckily I've got a nice income, you know, I get an income. I can afford the garage bills. So given the choice, lie outside on the floor in the cold, underneath a car, risking my life, or sit in the nice warm house and do an Elvis video with you guys, I choose you. I choose defending Elvis. So £400 bill. The way I'll do it is I'll probably go halves with my son, and I'll help him out. He doesn't have 400, so I'll lend it him, and then I do try and make them pay some of it, because I want them to know that everything isn't easy. Everything doesn't just get handed to them. Yeah, so he will pay towards it. And I'm just so unlucky with second-hand cars. I know people that have got second-hand cars. They've had them for years. Nothing goes wrong with them. They just get them MOT'd and serviced. Nothing goes wrong. They top up the oil and water, and that's it. They drive happily ever after. Every car I've bought has been a pain. Yeah, Chicky Blue. Yeah. Oh no, definitely. It's like I bought my son and my daughter a car in the last few months, and I've told them they're going to pay half of it. Yeah. They'll spread it over. They'll spread it over like a year. Yeah. I've told, and but they're gonna. Yeah. Don't forget my story, guys. I left home when I was 15. I left school when I was 15. Yeah, I had my first job when I was 11. Obviously that was the 70s and 80s, yeah. So even though it was tough at the time, I still think it was very good for me and my twin brother. It was very good that I, at 15 years old, had to go out and fend for myself, get a job, get somewhere to live, because I was very lucky. My friend had a house, so we did a house share, so we just rented a room each. I think, on my memory, it's a long time ago, yeah, because I was only just turned 16 when I moved into this house. I think it was £30 a week, I think. I'm just trying to remember. No, not £30 a week, £30 a month. It was 30 a month, that's it. And I had a girlfriend, so she would help me. I also had a girlfriend that had a flat as well. When I was 17, I had a girlfriend called Jeanette. And she was very independent. She had her own car. She had quite a good job. She worked hard. She rented a very small little flatlet. I don't know if you know what a flatlet is in England, but it's one big room with a little sink and a cooker in the corner. But it was nice. It was nice. I would spend. I was with her for a couple of years. We would watch Neighbours together. Hi, Frederick. Do any of you remember Neighbours in the 80s? Kylie Minogue, Jason Donovan, Harold. Do any of you remember? I was a massive fan of Neighbours. Loved it. It was on, my memory is that it was on at 2:30 every afternoon, 7 days a week. And I would meet my girlfriend, because I just used to lounge around with my girlfriend when I wasn't working. And we would watch Neighbours. And I really got into it. It's part of the reason I love Australia. I'm a massive fan of Australia, yeah? I've always loved the thought of living in Australia. You know, that warm surf life? And all because of Kylie Minogue and Jason Donovan. So when I think about my girlfriend back then, Jeanette, yeah? I think of Neighbours. Neighbours, yeah. And it's funny because obviously Kylie Minogue now is number one. Isn't she number one? Hasn't she just had her first ever Christmas number one? Isn't that in? I know in England, I'm not sure about America. She still looks great. She's 57 years old. Kylie Minogue, she's 57. She looks 30. XMAS, that's it. I used to watch the Auntie Show, the Sullivans. Yeah, I never really watched the Sullivans. I remember the Sullivans. Wasn't really my thing. I like Neighbours. Yeah, and yeah, when I was younger, the Waltons, but I was more of a kid. But when I was with my girlfriend Jeanette, I was 16, 17. Yeah, I watched it for years. All right, so in America, it's Mariah Carey. Hi, Donna. How are you? Hi, Karen. So are you telling me that that the classic Mariah Carey song that's been number one a million times is number one again, or is it a new song? Is there a new Mariah Carey song? Right, let me just get past these people. Hard to believe everyone has downloaded Mariah Carey's song now. Why download it? Just watch it on YouTube. Oh, I see what you mean. So it is that song. It's the same one. That's crazy. How has that gone number one again? She must have remixed it, yeah? She must have remixed it. More dogs, guys. More dogs. Do do do. Do do do. So I decided to do a second walk because my wife's not home for another hour. I really like walking as exercise. I didn't manage to do a run today. I was gonna, but then it just didn't work out. I didn't even do my weightlifting. I'll do it tomorrow. I like the thought of weightlifting on the last day of the year. It's a good. I think it sets me up good for the up and coming year, 2026. I know it's pitch black, guys, but we'll be okay. We'll be okay. So let's just talk about 2026, what's coming up. Of course, we've mentioned it a few times now. 2025. Whew. If I could name it. Hi, Elizabeth. 2025. How can I round it off? It was definitely a shocking year, with lots of highs, lots of lows. Don't forget, when I got into the whole defending Elvis thing, I could never have dreamed it was going to go the way it did. Good and bad. yeah? In some ways quite bizarre, yeah? But, you know, in this little, in the community that we're in, obviously there's an Elvis community. Outside of Elvis community, none of us are known, are we? You know, you think about, we are inside an Elvis tunnel, yeah? So outside of the Elvis tunnel, no one knows who we are. So obviously the name, my channel, Defending Elvis, and Louis are well known, yeah? But outside of the Elvis world, we're nothing, we're invisible. We're invisible. So, you know, you could name all the well-known people. You could name like the well-known YouTube channels like Joe Sins, you know, or Spa Guy, or Presley Mania, you know, but outside of the Elvis world, we don't exist. We don't exist. We very much live in a bubble. The whole Defending Elvis thing, and even the fact that there are tens of thousands of Elvis fans, more than that, hundreds of thousands of Elvis fans that still are very interested in Elvis. Most people don't know about. Most people do not know that there is a thriving Elvis fan base around the world, in every country, still extremely passionate, just as passionate as, oh thanks Frederick, just as passionate now as they were in the 1960s and 70s, yeah? Who'd have thought it? I never knew it. When I did my first short, I had no idea that Elvis was still, had such a massive fan base. Massive, passionate Elvis fans that want to defend him, that stand up for him, that still absolutely love him. No idea. But it does, and inside that bubble, inside the Elvis bubble, we're extremely well known, aren't we? People say, oh, so even my brother says it to me. My twin brother says it to me. Oh, you know you're quite famous, don't you? And I'm like, yeah, inside the Elvis world. Inside the Elvis world. Outside of the Elvis world, no one has a clue who I am, which is probably good. So 2026, what's going to change? Not a lot. We're still going to do a good 3 videos a day. We're still going to defend. Yes, we will do varied topics. We don't just defend. We are an Elvis channel. Yeah, exclusive. That's it, Chicky Blue. I don't think, to be honest with you, I don't think much is going to change. Is that a dog? I see dogs both sides of the road. I need to get past them. I must be on a really famous dog walk. But I don't think much is going to change. I'm more determined than ever to defend, to discuss all the topics that we regularly talk about. Memphis Mafia, family members, ex-girlfriends, ex-wives. So Frederick, you just said you wonder if the immediate family know about any of these channels. Which channels do you mean? They definitely know about me. I see what you mean. Frederick, are you saying that, Frederick, can you hear me now, guys? What it is, whenever, if someone rings me, it mutes me, which is annoying. Can you hear me? Yeah, you can hear me, okay. So yeah, Frederick was saying, yeah, sorry about that, someone was ringing. So Frederick was saying, I wonder if any of the immediate family know some of these channels. Well, do you know what? They probably don't. I think the reason they know who I am, isn't it? The reason they know me is because people like the Smiths and the Stanleys and other people discuss me. Frederick, do you think we're known? Do you think any of the immediate family know us? Donna definitely does. Yeah, I think that's probably the biggest shocker of my channel, is that the people, the immediate family, the people that were around Elvis, the people that grew up with Elvis, know who I am and what we, you know, our name, Team Elvis, defending Elvis. I think them knowing who we are has been a big surprise, unexpected. Definitely not what I set out for, yeah. So I don't think even I'm used to that yet, that the fact that these people know who I am. Yeah, I think honestly, thanks Chicky Blue, I agree. I think Lisa Marie would approve of what we do. Honestly, I really do. Come on, she wants people to stand up for Dad. I really believe that. And do you know, even if Elvis was alive, I think he'd be glad as well. Oh yeah, Riley, I don't know, yeah. If that's Frederick, obviously you've got a keen interest in Riley, Finley and Harper. If you asked me, if you said to me, does Riley know who I am? I would say probably not. Probably not. She sort of stays out of it, yeah? She's in her bubble, but her bubble is a lot bigger than mine. So probably not. Now with the twins, that's different. With Finley and Harper, that's different, because I asked them a question and they answered it. Do you know that, Frederick? I asked them what their favourite song was, and they replied, oh, what was their reply? It's gone out of my head now. Crying in the Chapel. Miss Sam's put your name out there. Recently, or the one that she did last week, Chicky Blue? I did see her mention me last week. I'm going to review that video. I'm going to review Miss Sam's video. You've just reminded me of it. It's just getting round to it. I don't think Riley knows who I am. Priscilla maybe, because I'm quite determined, aren't I? So there's a small chance she knows who I am, especially because I'm friends with Donna. Yeah, she does that video mimicking the section that's in the Priscilla film. Yeah. So one Curry Grant approaches her in the Eagles Club. Isn't it that bit she mimics? I can't remember. I think it's that. So I definitely think Finley or Harper, whichever one it was that replied to me, I got a feeling it was Harper. When I said to her, what is your favourite song? And she said, Crying in the Chapel. She's going to know who I am because she replied to me. But Riley, nah. Navarone does, because we know that, because he responded to me, didn't he? Do you remember how Navarone responded to me? So I joined his live, which I've never done before, by the way. I have never, ever joined Navarone's live, ever. It was the first time I've ever done it. And then he looked at the camera and he said, where were you? Where were you in Bristol? Seriously, guys. I wasn't expecting it. So he knows who I am, doesn't he? Yeah? So I told you about my views on Navarone. He's a damaged person, yeah? Something happened to him as a teenager, yeah? So it isn't straightforward. Obviously, we're all gutted, the horrific things he said about Lisa Marie. Of course we are. That's the thing that has really infuriated everyone, isn't it? So anyway, concerning 2026, I'm not going to change that much. I'm still going to carry on. I'm going to try and be more understanding. I don't know if you've noticed, guys, but I've got the name back how it was. We're back to Defending Elvis Presley. Fans want the truth. I've changed it back to that. Did any of you notice? Probably not. On the Defending Elvis channel, we were always called Defending Elvis Presley. Fans want the truth. And just this little voice in my head kept saying, go back to the original name. Frederick, did you notice it, yeah? Who else? Elizabeth. This little voice in my head kept saying, no, stick to the original name. So we're back to because I love the original name, because obviously we've got what we do, Defending Elvis Presley, of course. When I use the word Defending Elvis Presley, it means Elvis, Lisa, the bloodline, doesn't it, yeah? But fans want the truth. Isn't that it? Doesn't that sum it up? Yeah? Fans want the truth. Every topic we do, fans want the truth. And it just kept ringing in my head. We have to stick with that. Fans want the truth. So I've gone back to the original name. And it's the original name. And it stands for what we do. Now, with a forgiving heart, I still want to, with Joe, when Joe Sins messaged me saying, let's try and be more understanding and respectful and more forgiving. I still think that. I still stand by that. But I want the original name. So I've gone back to the original name. So in 2026, I'm going to carry on as I am now. I'm still going to be facing the topics, the same defending topics. The thing that has changed is I won't call people out. Does that make sense? So if someone is attacking me, if someone's using their YouTube channel to attack me, I just ignore them. I literally ignore them. Yeah? Whereas before I would respond, wouldn't I? They're not going to get a reaction from me anymore. And I decided that months ago. I literally now ignore anyone that talks about me. Yeah, I agree, Chicky Blue. Gives us more power. I just don't want to talk about other channels. Just don't want to. And so you'll never hear me say another channel's name. Yeah, I'm on about in an argument. Yeah, obviously I discuss other channels in a positive way, but not in an argument. You won't hear me. You won't hear me responding to people, which is probably quite frustrating for them. Because let's face it, a lot of these people were pushing my buttons, weren't they? Chicky Blue, do you agree with that? People were mentioning me so that they get a reaction, so it increases their views on their channel. Do we agree with that? How many people here? I know there's not many of you, but a lot of you will watch this through the night. How many of you agree that people were talking about me to get a reaction and to increase the views on their own YouTube channel? I think that became quite obvious in the end. Well, it ain't happening anymore. So we're nearly home now, guys. I've enjoyed it. We've done 3 miles. I love the exercise. Ella seems happy. Ella, you're happy, aren't you? Ella, she's still going. She's still got yeah, Elizabeth, you agree. She's happy. She's still going. She's still got a bit of energy in her. So when I get home, I would say that my wife's going to be home soon. I already know what I'm eating tonight. I'm having steak and eggs. I'm actually looking forward to a bit of steak, even though I eat it every day. I'm being very good today, but I did have, in the morning when I first woke up, I had a coffee and I had two shortbreads, which is, I'm not allowed shortbread, but it was the last two pieces, and it's like homemade type shortbread. And I thought, oh, come on, Louis, treat yourself to a couple of shortbreads. But then after that, I've been good. So for lunch, I had pork. What did I have for lunch? Let me just, pork and I had some Greek salad. There was some leftover Greek salad and there was some pork. I had that for lunch, so I've been very good. That's keto, yeah? And tonight I'm definitely going to have steak and pork bellies. I'm definitely not eating any more bloody chocolates at Christmas. The problem is at Christmas, everybody buys you blooming chocolates, don't they? You get boxes of chocolates, boxes of fudge, boxes of shortbread, boxes of all sorts. There we are. You like Walker's shortbread cookies. Oh, don't say that to me, Frederick. I love shortbread. And but I need to get back. Don't forget, with me, if I don't eat right, yeah, there, Chicky Blue. I don't eat sweets, thankfully. Luckily, I don't eat sweets, yeah. But I will have chocolate sometimes. Hardly ever, yeah. There were some decorations here, guys. I've still been pretty good, mind. I haven't been binging on chocolates or biscuits or shortbread or fudge or anything like that. I've just had the odd couple here and there. And only because it's December, yeah? Should I say Christmas time, December. I've been good through December, but the week leading up to Christmas and the week after Christmas, I've had a few bits, but I've still been meat heavy and egg heavy. I've still been very keto, so I've still been good, yeah? Don't forget, with me, if I don't eat right, I get a problem. My stomach will bloat out like I'm pregnant. Yeah, seriously, if I don't eat right, guys, I look pregnant. My stomach gasses up with air. That looks nice, doesn't it, guys? Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Yeah, that's true. That's what I was told, guys. England is going to have snow after New Year's Day. Is that true? England is going to have snow after New Year's Day. Yeah, you bloat up as well. Honestly, if I eat the wrong foods, I look pregnant. I look like Santa. I haven't put on any weight. I have not put on any weight. I always weigh around 11.5, 11.6, always. This is just, if I eat the wrong foods, the gas I get bloats me out. So I definitely cannot eat chips. No, you know, I mean, for you Americans, potatoes. Yeah, Frederick, they reckon it's going to snow, mate. In a couple of days, it's snowing. Right, this looks nice, guys. Look at this. We wish you... Yeah, I'm Chicky Blue. I'm pretty good. My wife is always impressed with how much self-control I have. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring for you and your king. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Isn't it lovely? Isn't it a shame that in about a week all of this will be gone? All of this lovely Christmas festive cheer will be gone. Isn't it? Less than a week. I would say from New Year's Day onwards, people start taking down all the decor. Some have already started, guys. Some have already started taking them down, I've noticed, on my little walks. Yeah, back to the dark. I like my walks though, guys. Honestly, I really enjoy my walks. It's the best. Come on, walking is the best exercise. We've just done 3 miles like it was nothing. Like it was nothing. Yeah, I know a lot of you are saying you're going to keep them up until... Look at that, guys. Whee. Yeah, I do a lot of walking as well. See, my wife, she's not a walker, which makes no sense because my wife's mum loves walking. Yeah, it is nice. Look at this, guys. Look at that. Okay, time to go home. Time to go home, guys. Yeah, so I had some bad luck with my son's car. £400 gutting. Right. Time to go home. My leg's aching now. So I need to go home, stick my steak on. Epiphany. It's a good word, isn't it, Rick? Epiphany. Right. All right. Is that my wife? I'm not sure. I don't think so. Smells like my wife's car. Cars have their own smell, don't they? Okay, guys, we're walking up my road now. I enjoyed that. We've been on here for, if we include the other live stream on Defending Elvis, I think we've been on here for 67 minutes. 7. I'm not even joking. I actually do think we've been on here for 67 minutes because the other live stream ended at 35 minutes and we're now on 32 minutes. So 6-7. 6-7, guys. 6. Let's all say it together. 6-7. 6-7. So we're walking up my road. The funny thing is, I could actually do another walk. Karen, you're watching, yeah? Karen, are you watching or not? So Karen's messaging me. I'm not sure if she's watching. I don't think she is. Bit more Christmas decorations. That looks good, doesn't it, guys? Every time I do decorations, I want to sing Happy Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Happy Christmas 2026. So do any of you have any New Year's resolutions? Do any of you have any New Year's resolution? My resolution is very simple. I want to make sure I stay on my keto diet. That is number one for me. My health, especially because I've got a young wife, I must stick to the diet. I must stick to carnivore and keto. I still listen to Dr. Ken Berry every day off YouTube. He's my go-to carnivore keto expert. I listen to him all the time, yeah? And he motivates me to stick with the diet. So that is my top of my list, is stay healthy, yeah? Stay on the carnivore diet, stay on the keto diet. This is how I'll live longer. I really believe that, yeah? Don't forget, my wife's very young. She's only 42. So for me to look younger, feel younger, I need to eat right. Someone's coming back. Let's have a look who it is. So, okay. So I think my wife's home. I got to finish. She's home. I'm just having a look now. It's so dark, I can't tell. But you remember we always count the cars? Yeah, that's her. Yeah, my wife's home. Actually, is she? Yes. All right, I need to put the camper van away as well. I never leave the camper van out. Look, if you look, I always put the camper van in the garage because they can never get wet. These classic cars are not allowed to get wet. So I never leave it in the rain, ever. In fact, I've never driven it in the rain. Okay, guys, so my wife's home, my daughter's home. Happy Christmas, everyone. Happy Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I'll see you tomorrow morning. Okay, tomorrow morning, guys. Love you all.